Okay, it's recording.
Okay, so I guess we just start by like introducing ourselves. So my name is Lauren and I'm an engineering major. What about you guys?
I'm Maddie. I'm a nursing major.
And I'm Haley, and I'm a psychology major.
Okay. Um, okay, so for the first question or second question, what makes communication challenging on a daily basis? I just said like language barriers because it can get like hard to get a message across when people are speaking different languages and like we have technology, but it still isn't the same flow of like a normal conversation. And I also said like having a short attention span, because I know me personally, like with social media nowadays, like I have a really short attention span. So like when people talk for over an hour, it can be hard to like retain information. So I think that's like one of the challenges.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. Yeah, I think the language barrier thing is something that's also very hard and it's like a lot more common now. I find like I literally met someone the other day that didn't speak English and I only speak English and so it was like, it's kind of hard to just communicate with people, but yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I agree with that too. And I also think like from like a social media standpoint with like texting now,
Mhm.
texting is like you don't really get like it's not the best source of communication. Like you don't really it's not face to face. You don't really like hear the tone of the person talking to you, so it's like kind of like I don't really know.
Yeah. It's like without the tone, you don't always like get the same vibe that they were trying to put out. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
mhm.
you can misinterpret so much over text too. Like
Yeah,
it's
Mhm.
yeah, I agree.
yeah, definitely. Should we do the next question? Okay. What are some pet peeves in society? I said being interrupted, maybe, and like a lot of people don't like when others mumble or like when you're not socially aware. So like you're talking during movies or like being insensitive, so like stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree. I would agree with like talking over people or like if someone keeps like trying to talk and you just like keep talking over them, that's really annoying. Yeah, or like automatically assuming that like you are the best person in the room, like people that are so cocky that like when they walk into a room, like you can feel their like ego, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And I also just think people like that just don't have like basic manners or like common sense in like public. Like you don't like open doors for people or like just like little things like that where it's like people don't really like do just the smallest like acts of kindness. And it's
Mhm.
just, uh,
Yeah, definitely. Um, how do you feel about the class so far? And what are some topics you want to communicate about in the future? I like the class so far. I think like maybe in the future, maybe like having like a debate style of something could be cool because like I feel like people are more like passionate when it's debate. And so something like that.
Yeah, totally. Debate could be super fun. I'm also pretty excited. I love public speaking, so I'm pretty
Yeah.
pumped for the class. I do feel like it would be more fun in person. That is like I wish I could take this class in person because I feel like it, not being face to face public speaking and like giving speeches and stuff is a lot different than like being in the classroom together. But I think it'll still be fun. Like I think we can make it fun.
Mhm.
yeah, I wish I could take the class in person too, because I don't know. I find it's a lot easier for me to just talk to someone face to face and then like I don't know, I guess like setting up all the Zoom meetings and everything is kind of like a lot of work, you know? So,
Yeah, it definitely like reminds me of like COVID era and
yeah,
it's
Zoom is like I can't.
no, me either. Um, I think the next one is, oh, okay. Do you verbally communicate your thoughts in person or via text or with social media? I do a little bit of both. Like if it's like an issue or something, I think if it's really important, then you'd want to do it in person. But if it's something like a small, like argument or communication, then I like doing it over text because you can like see what you're like typing out and like read it back to yourself and like before you send it. So I think that's a cool part of it.
Yeah, I like being able to like proofread and edit before I like have a conversation with someone. So texting is definitely like I like texting a lot.
Mhm.
For me personally, it's more of like if I have something I need to like get off my chest or like say to someone, I'll call them. And sometimes, like, depending on what like the conversation is, sometimes I'll like write stuff down that I want to discuss. And then I'll say it over the phone or face to face or something like that. But I try to avoid texting as much as possible when it comes to like more serious stuff, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like it's good for like short communication,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
especially if someone's like far and like you can't see them in person. But yeah. Um, what makes speaking your truth hard in society? I think people get scared of like other people's opinions, or maybe they're just scared of like starting an argument. And a lot of people deal with social anxiety too. So I know that's a big thing. So stuff like that.
Yeah, like the fear of being judged and like, uh-oh, like are they gonna agree with what I'm saying? Like are they not?
Mhm.
Definitely like is hesitant for most people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. And I think also some people like are just natural like people pleasers. So they'll kind of just agree with like what anyone's saying in the moment when that's not actually how they really feel.
Mhm. And it's like when it's in person, your head gets kind of cloudy, especially if it's like an emotional topic. So you don't always say what you mean to say. And yeah, it can just get confusing.
For
Um,
sure.
what was your biggest takeaway from the video that he posted? It was like on the little description site. I think it was something about this guy. I think he like graduated or something, and he was like talking about his father, but yeah, it was just basically all it was saying was just to like persevere through hard times and like live your life to the fullest and like have big goals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I totally didn't watch it, but I definitely will because that sounds like interesting, like talking about that
Yeah, it
topic.
was like 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, I totally
Um,
did.
yeah, I unfortunately I didn't watch it either. I was kind of working on the other assignment before this. But I was watching, yeah. So,
Yeah. And then the last one was what food dish do you think is just really disgusting and like give an explanation about it? Um, I don't like this thing called, I think it's pronounced manicotti, but it's basically like this pasta with like cheese on the inside. It's like a really large pasta shell with cheese on the inside. And I just have texture issues, so like a lot of cheese just like really bothers me, but it's just not my thing.
I hate lasagna. I hate lasagna so much. Like I love pasta. I cannot do lasagna. I can't stand it. I just like I've never been able to eat it like ever since I was a kid. Like I just it like why is it it's like meat cake. Like it's
Yeah.
like pasta cake and I just like can't I just can't do it. Mm-mm. Nasty.
yeah. For me, it's chicken pot pie,
Hmm.
and my mom made it last night, and it
Mm-mm.
was foul. Like that's everything in it just grosses me out. I don't like that at all.
Well, I agree. Chicken pot pie is so bad.
Yeah, it's so
Really
bad. Like
bad.
I don't even know how they like what all that they put in it because it looks like gelatin kind of. Like
Mhm.
it's so mysterious and
Yeah,
gross.
I can literally see it. Oh, it's so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm envisioning it right now.
No, it's so nasty. I also don't like shepherd's pie. It's like a similar situation. I don't like the mixture of like meat, vegetables, like I mean sometimes it works, but in that case it does not. Same with the pot pie thing. It's like just no.
Yeah. Or like meatloaf. I don't think I've had meatloaf or shepherd's pie before, but I don't think I would like those either.
No.
Oh, like why are we trying to make meat pie and cake?
It's
Like,
gross. You guys like pie? Pineapple on pizza.
Depends. Depends.
Mm.
Yeah, it depends on my mood, I guess.
Hmm.
Like in love with it, but
I
I'll
gen
eat it.
Yeah, in general I do. Like I'm not gonna like necessarily refuse it, but sometimes I like can't think about eating warm pineapple because I'm like, okay, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it too hard, then it gets weird. But yeah. I don't know if we met the time requirement or not. There's no like I didn't set a clock, so
We totally didn't. It's like 30 minutes, I think.
oh no.
Cool.
How much longer do we have? Like nine
I
minutes?
mean, we've only been in here 11. So,
Ooh.
yeah,
Must be
'cause
so quick.
right, the recording is 16, but we had 5 minutes, or the Zoom meeting is 16, but we had 5 minutes before I started recording.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, Did you guys just join the class or were you there like from the beginning?
I like, okay, I joined and then, oh wait, when did it start for you guys?
Like the 2nd of March? I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no,
was the start date.
yeah, no, me too. I joined, so I was enrolled in the class at the beginning, and then I didn't see it actually start. And so when I was traveling home, I was like traveling across the country. I was traveling home, and I missed like the first three assignments. And so I was like, oh my God, like what do I do? And then I missed the drop date. And so I was like, okay, so I'm like super behind. Like this is like the first thing that I've done.
did you email him
I
about
did.
it?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I emailed him and like hopefully we'll get it all sorted out. But yeah, I was like traveling across the country. I literally woke up the next morning and I looked and it says like three assignments were due on the 11th and I was like, oh my God.
Mhm.
That's happened to me before, where like half the semester, like I had a class and I didn't know. I don't, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's so bad. And I'm like, I love, I love the class. Like I'm excited to do it, but I just got so stressed because I had missed those assignments. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm in a different school, and like, this is the only class that I take from the school because like the public speaking at my school was all filled up. And so
Mhm.
I'm on spring break with that school. So I thought I was like chilling and like had nothing. And I totally forgot that this school is not on spring break and like they started already. And I was like, oh my God. So I've just been being like playing catch up, but
Yeah.
this is the last thing I have to do. So,
Yeah. Oh, me too. Yeah, all my friends are on spring break right now too. Like I was just visiting them at college and like staying in one of their dorms and they're like all on spring break and I had like two midterms this week. I was like, okay.
mm.
Yeah, same here. All my friends are back home because of spring break, but I have midterms this week. So it's like been doing homework like multiple hours a day, every day. It's crazy.
No, it's tragic.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else due today for this class?
We have the outline for the
Yeah. Ooh.
personal narrative speech.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I
And
haven't.
you haven't started?
I don't think I did. How long did it take?
Mm, kind of a while.
Mhm.
Like it kind of depends like the topic that you choose. Like some topics are like easy to write about. Like I think the topics like best job you've ever had or worst job, and then it's like best day you've ever had or your worst day or something.
Mhm.
So it's pretty easy to write about. So
That's not too bad.
yeah.
Get started on it like after this or something.
Mhm. Yeah, no, me too.
Mm. I'm trying to think of like what else we can do to kill the time.
Right, like I can't click off my thing either to like look at other stuff because I was gonna look at the assignment again, but I can't click off because it's recording.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um
I'm like, I don't know how everybody else's group made it to like 36 minutes because they all have like three-ish people. And so I
Mhm.
was like, 30 minutes is low-key a long time to like talk.
yeah.
You give us like,
Oh, yeah, I see 36 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah. I was hoping that like if we got two other people then it would be like so easy to like distribute the time, but like with just three it's like 10 minutes each and that's like a lot. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried though when I like first started texting in the Discord because I was like, shit, what if like everybody else has their groups already and like, but
For the first like Zoom assignment that happened to me, like and he sent me like the link had expired or something to the Discord. So then
oh
I
yeah,
had
that happened to me too.
Me too.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I was like going like crazy. I was like, why is this not working for me? Um, and then I like emailed him about it, and then like he got back to me at like 9:30, like the night that I was due.
Mhm.
So then I was like, yeah, I didn't find a group, but I literally just recorded myself answering the questions. So hopefully I get some credit for that.
Should be fine. I mean, he said he was like gonna be really lenient in the group chat, so
That's good.
mhm.
Yeah, I sent him an email like explaining. I was like, oh, I was like traveling literally across the country. Like I just completely spaced it. Like, is it possible to retake those quizzes? And I know that they're like open on the thing,
Uh-huh.
like March 20th, but he hasn't responded yet. So I'm like, I don't know if should I just take them anyways or like what do I do?
Mhm. I just like submitted them anyways, just because like I didn't know what he wanted, but they didn't take too long. They were like 10 questions each, and they were pretty like you have to read the text, but like it was common sense, even if you didn't like fully take in the whole textbook. So like it should be quick.
Okay, yeah, that's nice.
Wait, when was the quiz?
On the 11th, there was like two quizzes.
Hmm. The site is kind of weird. So it's like if you go to assignments, it won't always show it, but if you go to grades, then it does show it. So I don't know.
Confusing. I'm like so lost.
Mhm. I'm not used to Canvas that much, so I'm like still learning.
No, me too.
Sorry, I'm gonna look at the quiz because I don't remember taking that.
Yeah, no, you're
Hmm.
good. I'm looking at the
It says it was due like, oh, it was one of those March 11th
yeah.
things, and March 12th. So,
Yeah, I didn't do the student one-on-one assignment either.
hmm, yeah, and it was hard because it's like I had found someone to do the one-on-one assignment with, but then it has to be a different person than the person that you do like this assignment with. So it's like you have to meet all these people and like find groups, and it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't see the quiz on March 11th on my thing, so
Mm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
mine both say zero. So sad.
Yeah,
I'm
mine
like
says 0 too.
30% in the class right now.
I'm hoping it's like not accurate to what the actual grade is going to be. And there is extra credit at the end. So
Thank
Oh,
goodness.
okay, that's nice.
I'm relying on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I didn't do the online one discussion either or the online attendance. Like I literally this is my first assignment that I've done. Like, am I cooked? Probably.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's see. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's only up from here. So
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it's only like two or three assignments,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
should be fine.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
What other classes are you guys taking?
Um, I have a couple other classes. A lot of them are just like it's just like graduation requirements. So it's like a whole bunch of random things. Some like economics, and then I have an art class. So it's just all over the place right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like transferring this year to, I don't know what school yet, but I'll see. What about you guys?
I'm just taking a bunch of gen eds right now. So just like communications, psychology, sociology, English. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right now I'm taking um I'm taking an art class and it's visual literacy. So it's just a bunch of essays. And then I'm taking a forensics class, which is pretty cool. And then I'm taking behavioral statistics. And then a sociology class that hasn't started yet.
Mm,
And yeah.
that's pretty interesting. You guys have any like hobbies like outside of school?
I like to camp.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry, what was the question?
Oh,
Sorry.
hobbies.
Oh, I've been getting into drawing a lot recently. And have you guys ever heard of punch needle?
Mm-hmm. I think.
Okay, okay, good. Because every time I say that to someone, they don't know what it is. But I've been doing that recently too. So, yep.
No.
Nice.
My like little side hobby has been needle felting right now.
Mhm.
Um
Oh, wait, I watched TikToks on that.
oh yeah.
So
I
fun.
really just started, so like it's not that great, but this is like the one thing I've made so far. It's a little keychain, a little
That's
guy.
good.
I
That's
just started like this week.
that's awesome.
It takes a long time though. I didn't realize like
Yeah, I bet.
I'm myself, but
Yeah, because yeah, it's like literally a sharp needle. That's
Mhm. I always wanted to take up like embroidery or something like that so I can like be one of those people who do it on their own clothes and like their shoes, but
yeah,
I still need to learn.
yeah.
Yeah, I like to camp, I like to hike. I like I really wish I could get into pottery because I love like building stuff with clay and like making stuff out of clay. So I really should be like getting into pottery. That sounds fun. And then I'm moving to California. I'm moving in with my boyfriend next month. And so I'm planning on taking up surfing, hopefully.
Oh, what
What
part of
part?
California? Yeah.
Uh, very north, like Fort Bragg, like
Oh,
Mendocino.
wow.
Yeah,
Wait,
super.
that's dope. That's
Yeah.
so fun.
Mhm. I'm from like Riverside, so Inland Empire, and so we're like really far south. So I almost never go up north, but every time I've been, it's like really cool. It's a lot more green up there.
Yeah, yeah, lots of like rocks and trees. I'm from Oregon, so super close and like the coastline is just like all rocks and everything.
Hmm.
Yeah, I went to like the farthest up north I've gone to is Humboldt, and it was really beautiful there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Humboldt's super pretty. That's
Yeah,
like I think it's called Sector. He's in the Coast Guard, so it's like they have like the certain sector that he's stationed at, but they talk about Humboldt a lot and like they go up there and come back down on like the boats and stuff.
Yeah, it's a cool place. One of my friends I met in Santa Barbara is from there, and I went to visit her like last summer or something, and it's really cool. It's like small townish, but I love it though. It's really nice.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty up there.
Is San Francisco considered North California, or is that like the middle?
I'd
Yeah,
say
it's considered north.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I've been up there a lot. Like for one summer, I had to do this like voyage trip for something, but like I had to be on a boat for a long time, and I
Oh,
got to like steer it underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, and it was like super crazy.
That's so cool.
It was like a weird lore that I'll never get.
Yeah.
It was cool though.
that's cool. That's awesome.
Hmm.
I'm from Sacramento, so like San Francisco is only like an hour or two away from me, so like I've gone there like a bunch of times. Yeah,
Hmm.
I like it there. It's super fun.
Have you ever been to any other like states?
Um, oh, I've been to Hawaii and Reno or
Oh,
Nevada. Yeah, yeah. But nowhere else. I've never gone out of the country before.
me either.
That's like on my bucket list. I want to go to Europe or something.
My family's going to Europe in
Mm.
May and they're not bringing me.
Wow.
Where,
That's
where
crazy.
in Europe?
They're doing like a 10-day like London and like England and like like tour with my sister's school for like it's like a school trip, but my parents are both chaperones, and so I was like, you guys, like this is not okay. Like I know I'm gonna be moved out and everything, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's not fair. I'm like, because we had one planned, we had a family trip planned to go to Europe right before COVID hit, and then COVID hit and couldn't go, and we never got our tickets back. But
Yeah.
I've only been out of the country once. I went on a cruise 2 Christmases ago to like the Bahamas and that
Oh.
area. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, I'd love to go to like Thailand or something.
Mhm. Yeah, me too. I haven't been out of the country either. I've been to a couple states, but like just like the major ones like New York and like that. I want to go to Florida maybe for like a spring break trip one day. That could be cool. But yeah, going out of the country would be nice too. Europe sounds really cool.
Yeah, Europe would be awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah,
How about
I've been on a lot of like road trips. My family used to travel a lot when I was really little. We'd go to Colorado every other year for Christmas, and so we drive through like all the states, and my dad refuses to buy plane tickets, so like if we went anywhere we would drive. And so it was like God, like we drove from California to like Oregon, then to Colorado, and like to Arizona. It's just yeah, my
Oh, wow.
that's a
yeah.
lot.
It would be
That's
like a yearly like 18 hours in the car with like my sister and my grandma, which like sounds great and all, and like it's fun. But like after you're sitting there for like 12 hours in between like your grandma and your sister, you're like, okay.
yeah. I wouldn't though. I don't do very well with car rides, so I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah. This summer I have for like this job opportunity thing, but it's just for the summer. I have to move out to Ohio for a while. And so I don't know. I'm like excited about it, but I don't know if Ohio is like if there's anything to do there. But I guess I'll see.
Yeah, I don't know much about there,
Yeah.
but is it like an internship or something? Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
That's awesome. I've never been to Ohio, so
Yeah, I don't think I'll stay there for any longer than I have to, but I mean, it sounds cool.
Oh, I forgot to ask, but what year are you guys in college?
freshman. Well, it's technically a sophomore, but yeah.
I'm a junior slash sophomore. It's like kind of confusing because my school's program is like you go to my college for 3 years and then transfer to another college for 2 more years. So I'm like a junior-ish sophomore.
Yeah, I see.
Mhm. What about you?
I'm a sophomore and I think I'm transferring after this semester and I think I'm transferring to San Marcos. Do you guys know what that is? Cool.
Mhm.
Nice. Oh, okay, well, our meeting's gonna end soon, so
Oh
I'll
yeah.
probably end the recording. But it was nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was good to
really
meet
nice.
you. Oh.
And do you guys know if I just like upload the video or do I have to upload it to YouTube?
Um, Here I can look.
I think it's like the way that I did it for the one-on-one one was I uploaded it to YouTube and then the YouTube gives you a link to the video and then you like turn in that link on the thing. That's how I did it. I don't know if he could probably accept it a different way too, but it was just the easiest.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll totally do that.
And then everyone else like wrote the group's names
Mhm.
with it too.
Yeah, I'll okay, I'm gonna stop the